This 2-meter-tall brown bear takes muscle atrophy medication every day. Without it, his overwhelming strength could easily hurt others. Riz believes that taking medication every day is humiliating, and he can't stand the side effects. Only sweet honey can temporarily ease his pain. Every day, Riz has to hide who he truly is. He must pretend to be kind. Everyone believes that Riz is just a honey-loving bear, but no one really knows who he is except for the alpaca, Tem, who passed away 8 months ago. Tem accidentally expressed fear towards Riz one day because she thought his size was too intimidating. Riz was surprised. It was the first time anyone had acknowledged his true self. That's when they became friends. They would often talk together, and Riz even shared his secret about the muscle atrophy medication with Tem. It was something he had never told anyone else. Tem gently comforted Riz, encouraging him to stay optimistic. As their friendship grew, Riz's pain began to lessen, and his honey consumption gradually decreased. After Riz made a friend, he no longer felt as anxious when taking his medication. One night, Riz suddenly thought that since Tem was now there to talk to him, he might not need the medication anymore. He decided to show Tem his true self and exchanged his sincerity for her true friendship. He threw away all the medication. That night, the deep red moon shone in the sky. Riz and Tem met on the rooftop of the teaching building. Riz happily shared with Tem that this was the first time he had stopped using the muscle atrophy medication. Tem was shocked and felt scared. Then Riz, using his great strength, accidentally hurt Tem as he tried to hold onto her when she attempted to run away. Tem was terrified. She began to flee instinctively. Riz quickly chased after her, repeating that he just wanted her to see the real him. But now, Tem was completely scared. She kept running and hiding, and soon Riz caught up with her. Tem was so scared that all her feelings for Riz disappeared. She now saw Riz as a terrifying monster. However, Riz was still lost in his thoughts of friendship. In his eyes, Tem was still the gentle one. He imagined that his friend would still choose to understand him. They embraced tightly, but the next moment, Riz returned to reality. His body was covered in red blood. He was lost in his own world. In the next moment, Riz ate the blood and flesh of his friend, Tem, scattered on the ground. Though Riz tried to remain rational, the beautiful friendship he had was now completely gone. But Riz would never forget that he once had a true friend. At 18, life is beautiful, and now Shiira is also 18. She feels upset when she's ignored after taking selfies with herbivore friends. Shiira really dislikes this behavior. She doesn't want to only be friends with herbivores on her phone, but she finds it hard to speak out about it. So, Shiira confides in her good friend, the gray wolf, Juno. However, Juno had long since gotten used to it. Photos of carnivores and herbivores together are quite popular on social media. She had studied many of these photos. After taking the group photos, everyone just leaves. It's the defense mechanism of herbivores. Shiira sighed, but Juno encouraged her not to feel bad. It was just a photo, and as long as they cooperated well, it would be fine. Juno would never understand Shiira's pain. Shiira reluctantly agreed to the herbivore photo but got more upset after it was taken. She didn't care about any defense mechanism. Shiira was fed up with these one-sided relationships, where she was used and then ignored. Then, Shiira grabbed the alpaca's arm and loudly invited her to go shopping after school. To her surprise, the alpaca easily agreed. In the busy shopping mall, the alpaca and cheetah went shopping together. Shiira was feeling uneasy. The alpaca suggested they pick out winter clothes. All the men in the store were drawn to Shiira. The alpaca envied her and complimented Shiira's figure and stylish outfits. Shiira blushed at the compliment, but she also had concerns. Since her body was covered in leopard print, she could only wear plain clothes. Shiira envied the alpaca, as her white outfit looked good with anything. The two of them shared their troubles and picked out clothes they liked. Their friendship was growing strong.